You won't believe what we've uncovered by the FC 3.7 Marko. We've discovered a truth that will shake the very foundation of what you thought you knew. Prepare to have your mind blown as we reveal the shocking details that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about this mysterious entity. Sergio Perez's triumphs on the track this season have stunned the Formula One world. While there is no doubt that Perez possesses the skills to win races, what has taken many by surprise is that he has emerged victorious over his teammate, the formidable Max Verstappen. Despite rumors circulating that Red Bull may not allow Perez to win a championship over Verstappen, Red Bull's Helmut Marko has made a bold statement, promising to astound us all. Are you curious to learn more? Then don't miss out on the latest updates from the high-octane world of Formula One. Let's dive in. Red Bull's approach to managing their two-star drivers, Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez, has been a topic of great interest for Formula One fans. While it is widely speculated that Red Bull will eventually favor Verstappen with decisions, the team has shown a willingness to let the drivers race each other thus far. In the recent Baku Grand Prix, Perez demonstrated his capabilities of matching Verstappen's lap times and driving a flawless race to keep him out of the DRS range. This has led many to question whether Red Bull will implement team orders or let the drivers compete freely throughout the season. Regardless, it is clear that both Verstappen and Perez are highly talented drivers and will continue to push each other to their limits on the track. The importance of consistency in Formula One racing. Consistency is a key ingredient to become a Formula One world champion, and is a thought that has been heavily discussed concerning Red Bull's drivers Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. As Gunther Steiner, a team principal in F1, notes in his new book, consistency can make or break a driver's chances for success. Even drivers with immense talent like Romain Grosjean can struggle if they can't find consistency on the track. The same can be said for many drivers who may have a spectacular day here and there, but lack the consistent performance necessary to win championships. Besides this, the last decade has seen champions like Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, and Sebastian Vettel succeed not just because of their skill, but also their ability to consistently perform at a high level when their vehicles were capable of challenging for race wins. In a sport as competitive as Formula One, consistency can be a difference between winning and losing, and it's a trait that every driver strives to achieve. Max Verstappen will win the Miami Grand Prix according to Red Bull team advisor Helmut Marko, who cites Verstappen's consistency as the determining factor. According to Marko, Verstappen's consistency will be the key to his success this season, and Sergio Perez will find it challenging to equal him. Despite demonstrating the speed to stay up with Verstappen, Marko's remarks imply that Perez still lacks the consistency necessary to be a legitimate title candidate. It's difficult to disagree with Marko's appraisal of Verstappen's consistency given prior seasons. Red Bull's Perez proven his worth. During the past few years, there has been much discussion about Red Bull's favoritism towards Max Verstappen and whether Sergio Perez could provide a serious challenge to the Dutchman's title aspirations. Although Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko has predicted that Verstappen will regain his spot on top, he acknowledges that Perez is doing everything right to prove his doubters wrong. In the recent Azerbaijan Grand Prix, Perez was able to capitalize on the safety car's timing, which allowed him to swiftly repass his teammate Verstappen and maintain control of the race until the checkered flag. Even before the safety car came out, Perez was catching Verstappen on the point that Red Bull was forced to pit Max to prevent him from being overtaken by Perez on track. During his appearance on the F1 Nation podcast, Marko warned against underestimating Perez, highlighting the Mexican driver's progress since joining the team. Red Bull's history of driver development and why Perez could be the next success story. Red Bull's motorsport advisor, Helmut Marko, has praised Sergio Perez's work ethic and highlighted his progress since joining the team. Marko drew parallels between Perez's journey and that of Max Verstappen, who arrived at Red Bull as a raw talent and was developed into a consistent race winner. Marko urged people not to underestimate Perez, who won the Azerbaijan Grand Prix and has the most podium finishes at the upcoming street circuit in Miami. Marko also compared Perez's situation to that of Daniel Ricciardo, who returned to Red Bull this year after a disappointing stint with McLaren. Red Bull's track record of managing and training their drivers could be the key to Perez's success, as they have done with Verstappen. Moreover, Red Bull's team boss Christian Horner has revealed that their approach to driver training involves reteaching and retracing drivers who have picked up bad habits elsewhere. This was evident in the case of Daniel Ricciardo, who returned to Red Bull after stints with Renault and McLaren, where he had acquired driving habits that the team did not recognize from his previous tenure with them. Horner highlighted how they put him in a simulator and retrained him to get rid of the bad habits he had picked up. This approach had been successful in the past, as Red Bull has turned around the performances of drivers like Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. Red Bull's secret weapon. Red Bull Racing is a force to be reckoned with in the world of Formula 1, and it's not just because of their impressive car. The team's approach to driver development is just as important to their success. Red Bull drivers are not just provided with top-notch cars, but also trained to become better racers. This philosophy has paid off with the current driver lineup of Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez, who are both showcasing their skills on the track in Baku. However, Red Bull has had issues in the past with two drivers competing for the position, leading to team interventions. But team boss Christian Horner is confident that their current driver lineup can handle an intra-team battle without the need for intervention. The atmosphere within the team is relaxed, and they believe that healthy internal competition can benefit everyone. But the big question on everyone's mind is whether Sergio Perez can find the consistency needed to battle for the World Championship against Max Verstappen. While the team says they're free to race, it remains to be seen if they'll intervene if the competition becomes too close. Only time will tell. Although with Perez is showing promising signs of improvement, there's the potential for a season-long battle with Verstappen. This prospect is tantalizing for Red Bull fans who are looking forward to a nail-biting season that goes down to the wire. Red Bull's Battle Royale. The intense intra-team rivalry between Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez has already created a buzz in the Formula 1 world, with both drivers demonstrating exceptional skills and claiming impressive victories. But as the season progresses, the question on everyone's mind is whether Perez can truly challenge Verstappen's dominance and fight for the championship title. Despite Red Bull's claim that they will not intervene in their drivers' battles, some speculate that Verstappen's status as the team's #1 driver might give him an edge. With a long way to go in the season, the competition between these two talented racers promises to be nothing short of epic. Red Bull Racing has promised that drivers Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez are free to race each other for the rest of the season. Team boss Christian Horner has stated that as long as the two drivers remain clear of the rest of the competition, they will be allowed to compete without any team intervention. While some may doubt Red Bull's commitment to fair competition between the two, Horner has maintained that the team's interests will only take priority if they become bigger than the drivers' interest. As Verstappen and Perez continue to fight for the top spot in the championship, the promise of a fair fight remains a crucial factor in determining the season's outcome. As the battle for the Formula 1 World Championship heats up, all eyes are on the Red Bull's dynamic duo, Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. While Red Bull claims they won't intervene in the drivers' battle, can Perez find the consistency needed to challenge Verstappen for the title? Will Red Bull's promise to let them race hold up as the season progresses? As we eagerly await the next race, let's hope for a nail-biting season that goes right down to the wire. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below and hit that subscribe button and bell icon to stay updated with all the latest F1 news and analysis. Until next time, drive safe.